Okay, this is the last midterm review video. I guess it's number 6. And, I got a lot of questions on this two categorical uh, problems where there's two categories and we're looking at, uh, you know, cross-tabulation tables, two-way tables, and interpreting them. You recall in the practice exam, you recall in our example midterm, we had problems like this, where we had these cross tabulations and we wanted to figure out, you know, conditional probabilities. And so in this example here was this problem in this exam was a little bit different because the table was in percentages. And if you know the actual values, if you know actually any of these specific numbers, you can convert it back to a table of numbers. In our problem assignment here, we had both of them we actually had the numbers themselves. So and some percentages were given here. This is the raw data, and you can easily convert this to percentages. And you recall, in fact, in one of the assignments we did at the very end where we're able to set up convert these to percentages. So I'd like to go through this problem number 4 in my assignment. I think this was also a problem in the other classes also, so this is a good one to go over. And so let's go through the answers to this, and this is very similar to the problem in the sample midterm, but we have actual numbers here. So we're going to do the same computations. We're dividing numbers by numbers, but we're not dividing percentages. We're dividing the actual numbers. Same thing. So survey of 400 grad students in an international business class were classified like this, where they male or female, one category. The second category is they had work experience or they did not have work experience. And so, we've got simple events here. Someone's a female, or someone's a male, or someone had work experience. So we have joint events. You're male, you're female, and you had work experience, and so on. Let's answer these questions. What is the probability of someone in the program having had work experience? Okay, so that is just a simple event. Someone's in the program. Okay, someone's in the program, so that's out of the 400 having work experience, and that's yes, work experience, yes, 280. So it's 280 divided by 400. That's a percentage. 280 divided by 400. You can calculate this out to a percent, but I thought I'd just leave it like this because it's easy to see where this came from, and everybody should be able to do this division here. Okay, what is the probability of being a male and having no work experience? Okay, so let's just look at the not having any work experience. And how many people don't have work experience? It's 120 total. And what's the probability of being male and having no work experience? So that would just be 40 over 120. All right, so here we go. 40, I'm sorry, oops, having work experience. Oh, having no work experience. This should be 140. Oh, this should be 120. Oops. Okay. Boom, there. Okay. 40 over 120. Because we're just looking at the no work experience. Okay. C here. What is the probability of being female or having work experience? Okay, so we're going to add two probabilities together here. Probability of being female is out of the 400. Probability of being female is 260 out of 400. Okay, so what's the probability of being female? It's 260 out of 400. What's the probability of having work experience? Well, that would be 280 out of 400. So that's, we have this 260 over 400 plus 280 over 400. But in figuring out female, uh, we added in this 180. It's included. And when we figured out the total work experience, 280 out of 400, this was also added in, the 180. So that 180 was added in twice. So we're just going to subtract one of them back out again. So we're going to subtract out 180 over 400. And that's what this is, minus 180 over 400. So you just, you know, figure out what that is and add that to it and subtract that from it, and you get the probability that you're looking for. Okay, what is D here? Looking at only at females. Okay, so we're only looking at females now. What is the probability of having work experience? Well, that looks like it's 180 out of over 260. What's that? Okay, looking at only males, what is the probability of having, males? What's the probability of having work experience? Well, that would be 100 over 140. Okay, and the last one here is we're looking at is gender and work experience independent? So basically, is the probability, say, so if you look on page 156 of your text, which is 156, we see independence here. So to see if A and B are independent, you see if A given B is equal to A. Turns out that, you know, if A and B are independent, then B and A are independent. So it's commutative. But let's use this formula to see. So we'll have A is females and B is work experience. So the probability of being female is 260 out of 400. 260 divided by 400, which is 6.65. The probability of being female with work experience, so we look at work experience and female, is 180 over 280. 180 over 280 is 0.64. 0.65 is not the same as 0.64, so it looks like they are not independent. So the answer is no. Okay, I think that's enough. So good luck on your exam, and I hope you all do really, really